They're all over here, guys.
Oh, man.
In the actual fuck. He's teabagging.
I don't. Yeah. Oh, whoa.
Him. This chalk. See it?
Fuck
See
out.
it?
Fucking
Oh,
hell.
take that.
The anvil
Two
sucks.
here. I'm moving up on you, man.
Oh,
He just.
she's on the platform. Oh, there she is.
Waiting. Yeah, she's okay. She's gotta get the bomb.
Oh, yeah.
Go for that revive.
She's gonna heal. Get shot in the face!
Great work.
What is going on, everybody? Griffin here, coming at you with some Scorch gameplay, and today I want to talk about the current state of Rogue Company. This video is probably going to piss a lot of people off, and I don't really care if it does or not. I think that a lot of people have came out recently, specifically content creators and people that have competed competitively, and they voiced their opinion about what the current state of Rogue Company is, and basically made demands on how the game needs to be in order for them to continue to make content or continue to play the game, which I don't think is the right way to go about it by any means whatsoever. So I got a couple of things I'm going to hit here, and then I'm going to, give a couple of more expansion on some of these ideas and these thoughts. I normally never write a script specifically for a video introduction. On longer form videos, I will write a script. I will do bullet points and all this stuff, but normally I have a good idea of what I want to say in my head whenever I'm making the video, and then I just kind of let it come out free form, and that's why there's cuts and I mess up and things like that. It's okay, it's fine. This I've got a script for. I'm going to read it to you right now, and then we're going to go from there with it. So there's a couple of people that I want to address here, and the first subset of individuals that I want to address is the developers. So the developers need to be held accountable for the issues that are present in the game. Bugs need to be fixed, and core features of the game need to be reworked or redesigned. There also needs to be an open dialogue between the developers and the community. Ask for legitimate feedback on possible features or additions to the game, and take all responses into consideration before putting it into PTS. Before putting it into PTS being the key words there. Also, they need to find a way to be all-inclusive so the entire community feels like their voice is heard. So a couple of areas that need to be redesigned, reworked, or included from the developer standpoint. The matchmaking needs to completely be redesigned and reworked. Ranked needs to be redesigned and reworked. Limited time modes need to be redesigned and reworked. Until earlier today, I had no idea that we've had like 12 to 15 limited time modes. That is ridiculous. Exclusive content, they need to focus a little bit more attention on exclusive content, how to access exclusive content, and actually use exclusive content as a way to bring in and keep players in the game. Events. Arms dealer event was a huge bust. They're saying that there's going to be a free event that's going to be coming up here pretty soon in Season 2. I'm interested to see how that works out, because if it's not a banger, it's probably going to hurt the game. PTS cycles, there needs to be extended PTS cycles, and they need to figure out a way how to get PTS cycles onto consoles. The majority of the player base plays on console, and having a 48-hour PTS cycle about something that is going to change the game drastically, like the time to kill, is not the way to go about that. You're only going to get the feedback that you want to hear at that point, and you need to get feedback from everybody. And in-house extensive testing. Before they decide to do anything and put anything in-game, they need to do extensive in-house testing. Now, whenever they showed the gambits and what the possible gambits were in that little snippet on This Week in Rogue Company, they came out, Scott Gandhi, I believe, came out and said that, they're always testing and trying new things in-house to see how it works. Well, your in-house people work for you, and they're going to tell you what you want to hear, regardless of whether you like that or not. So you need to do even more extensive in-house testing and possibly pull other members of the community out to test these things in-house before they go to the PTS. That way you actually get some feedback. And don't pull anybody that's just going to bow down and tell you what you want to hear. You need people that are going to be very opinionated about it. Next up, content creators. I fall in this group, and this is what I'm going to say about it. Content creators need to stop spreading this false narrative of the game either being dead or dying. Everyone was afraid to call things out for the first year of the game's release, and now everyone is upset because the state the game currently is in. The only person to blame is yourself. I tried to tell other content creators early on that the developers need to be held accountable for how the game is and how the game will be in the future. They ignored this until now they're either leaving the game or attempting to kill the game themselves by spreading this false narrative. Most of the content creators of Rogue Company got where they are now because of the game, so it's unfair to you and your audience and the developers to jump ship before it started sinking. Everyone needs to stop acting like children because things aren't going their way. Everybody. I get on here and I spread my opinion around constantly. And I have my opinion, and I hold my opinion very dear to me. And hardly anything that I have an opinion on ever gets added, changed in a way that I think that it should be changed, or updated in a way that I think it should be updated. I understand that the developers are going to take, all this stuff into consideration and make the changes that they feel that they need to make with the game. So the content creators need to be more opinionated, more open at sharing their opinions, as opposed to basically telling the developers that they have 3 months to get the game together or they're going to quit playing it and quit creating content for it. That's not the way to approach the situation. That's not the way to handle the situation. That's someone pitching a fit. And you need to grow up. We're all adults here. Community. Last but not least, community. As a player base, we have a responsibility to speak our minds as individuals about how the game is and what we expect from the developers. If the developers are going to create an open dialogue about any specific thing in the game, please comment and share so more people can give feedback on the potential change or issue within the game. As I've said before, we are the backbone of Rogue Company, and we have as much responsibility to make this game succeed as the developers do. Let me read that again. As I've said before, we are the backbone of Rogue Company, and we have as much responsibility to make this game succeed as the developers do. There is no room for complacency among the community, so do your due diligence and gather as much information as possible and use that information to form an opinion. Whether your opinion is this is great and the majority of the opinion is it's not great, you need to form your own opinion. You need to give your own feedback to it. That's where the community stands. That's where the community can make the game better. That's where we need to be at. Future of Rogue Company. This is the last section. The game is certainly not in the best state, but it is far from the worst state. I don't know if any of you guys have played Paladins, but this game has always been in a better state than Paladins ever was the entire time that I played it. A lot of people that come over to Rogue Company are used to coming over from AAA game developers, AAA titles, and this does not function the same way that those do. That needs to be considered and taken into account whenever anybody gets all up in their feelings about anything. The developers and the community both have an obligation to make Rogue Company the best that it can be. If we work together and be equally critical of one another, it will inspire growth, thus prompting better ideas as well as a better state for the game. And I agree with that 110%. Xbox released a tweet the other day, and I'm going to be paraphrasing, but I'm going to throw it up on screen, that if you're still playing the game, game's not dead. And that is 110% true. You can sit out there and spread a false narrative all you want about the game dying, player fall off, all this. We don't have any of the statistics. We don't have any of the information. Nothing has been released to us. So you can say whatever you want. I can say that there's more people playing this game right now than played Fortnite. I have just as much a place to say that as people saying the game's dying, because I don't have the numbers. I don't have the numbers in front of me. You can't base everything off of the fact that you see, 4 or 5 different people in rank queue all night long when you're queuing in a different time zone at 3 a.m. in the morning. Maybe, your elo that may or may not be there is pushing you up through the ranks, and you're just getting paired with people that are a similar skill level as you. We don't know any of this information. The developers haven't came out and gave us any of this information. So I think that the current state of Rogue Company right now is it's not the best, but it's not the worst. And I think that the game is only going to get better. I think that the developers learned a lot over the last couple of updates about where the community's at and where the game needs to go. And I think that they've also learned that if they're going to make any kind of drastic changes to the game, that it needs to be extensively tested before they make those changes. That way they don't have to revert everything in the future. I'm hoping that that's what happens with some of these updates that are coming out. I hope that they're testing these in-house and they also have an increased PTS cycle. And I hope that they find a way to get it on console and at least promote the fact that there is a PTS so more people can get on there, try it out, and give honest feedback on it. The game's not dead, the game's not dying, and me as a content creator, I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to continue making Rogue Company content until either the game actually does discontinue itself or it just gets so unplayable. And I don't see that happening. I don't see it becoming unplayable. So we need to stand together. We need to continue supporting the game. We need to try to get people into the game if we can. I know that's not going to be possible for a lot of people, but we need to try to get people into it. And we need to reevaluate our priorities here. Do you want a game that's fun, functional, that's not buggy, and that makes sense? Or do you want a game that can be taken seriously, competitively? That's where you need to figure out where you're at. Also, I wanted to take this moment to let everybody know that seeing as how there's a void in the marketplace, you know, when something goes away, then something has to pop up to replace it, right? So since there is going to be a void of a Rogue Company podcast, something that I listen to and look forward to every week, since that's no longer going to be around, I figured that I might as well throw my hat in the ring there, and I might as well go ahead and start my own Rogue Company podcast. So it's going to be called Broguecast. Yes, it is a pun, and I love it. And the first episode will be released within a month. And the main reason that I wanted to start this podcast is because the previous podcast that existed did not have a lot of community input whatsoever. And what I wanted to do with the podcast is I wanted it to be mainly focused on community feedback, community content, and where the mindset of the community is now. There will be a separate Twitter set up for the podcast. There will be an email address set up for the podcast. And me, as well as Dirt Lord and Co Reed, we will be scouring Twitter, Reddit, and various other locations for any type of community feedback on anything. And we're going to be using those as topics. So if you have a topic that you want to throw in the hat, that you want us to announce, address, or anything like that, then we will get the information to you where you can do that. If anybody has any tournaments or any Rogue Company specific events coming up, you can always let us know. We're going to promote that on the podcast regardless. If you've got anything Rogue Company centric that's going to be going on, we will throw it out there. We will get it into the ether and we will let people know. So be sure to let me know what you think of the current state of Rogue Company in the comment section down below. Do you think that I'm right? Do you think that I'm wrong? And do you think that the topics and the things that I said here make sense? Also, be sure to check the description for links to Facebook, Discord, and Twitter. Those are the places to contact me. And if you haven't already, please be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching, guys, and continue playing Rogue Company.
God damn it, I'm revealed. Ronin's on the fucking... Right there, Ronin. Okay, it's not just her. There's several over here. The knife's in the little room.
God damn it.
Yeah, I see it.
He's right here.
45 seconds left.
Damn it!
Oh, shit.
Lethal out.
Ronin's on that, and he's over here. He's on me. Here he comes.
Revive yourself. Revive yourself.
I forgot about that. He shot me. I mean, it's like,
Crushed us.
Yeah, I'm not the one.
Chalk could be gay. He could be.
Yeah.
So
see,
is he a top or a bottom?
He's for sure a top.
Oh, definitely a top. Definitely a top.
He's like, I'm about to SMG that asshole. Whenever he busts, he makes that sound when he revive. You know, he does the. What's his time? On the right.
Oh no!
No!
Dude, I cannot believe my
There's
C4
more.
didn't hit
There's a
him.
few over here. Oh, they're pushing. I can't. I'm dead. Is this the same
was
team?
good.
Moving up. Damn. Dude. On the left.
Bomb down.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Fuck that guy.
Friendly eliminated. That's gonna hurt our
They
Alright.
seem like the same team.
All right, I'm gonna stop fucking around in the mid. I'm just pushing right down their fucking throats. I'm tired of fucking with them. I'm gonna push through that little side room,
Balls deep.
and I'm gonna fucking throw the fire on the entrance to the staircase where the zip line's at.
Let's go. Oh, boys. They already over.
I don't realize that. Oh, you bitch ass motherfucker.
This is what I do.
Right here in the middle. See somebody back there? Oh, bomb. Oh,
Wait, bro.
I'm watching over you. Oh, he's right here in front of Justin.
Yep.
Let's just go get him, dude. Fuck it.
bomb has been dropped.
He's literally one.
Wow. Yeah, he's dead.
Wiped out.
I'm gonna pick you up.
Nicely done.
I mean,
Oh,
look.
need my help.
I mean, I was trying to play nice with them. Then I had to fucking put that fire on them, dude.
As they say, Scorch is not a good character.
Remember when the game first came out and they were like, "That bitch is broke."